Completing the square. Solve an equation by the method of completing the square. AA star, level 9 plus. It's a complicated method, but it's routine. The way you go about doing it, especially if it's just x squared, is fairly straightforward, and I'm going to talk you through it now. So, we got our equation. The first thing we do is we complete the square, which is to put as much of this as we can into a single bracket that's squared. Now to do that, we need to take this value here, whatever it is, in this case it's plus 4, and we need to halve it and put it here. Now the reason why we do that is if we multiply that out again, let's just have a quick look at that multiplied out, x plus 2 times x plus 2, we get x times x, which is x squared, we get x times 2, which is 2x, we get the 2x times the x, which is 2x, and we get the 2 times 2, which is 4. So we end up with x squared plus 4x plus 4. So this part is the same as this part of this equation. So that's why we're doing it. We're putting all the x's into a bracket. That allows us then to go on and solve the question. But we want it to be minus 8, and we've got plus 4. So what we need to do is this equation, this bracket, when it's squared, is going to give us plus 4. So we just subtract that, and that value comes from this plus 2. So we're going to subtract, and normally whatever this value is, in this case it's 2, we're going to subtract that value squared, plus 2 squared. Okay, so if that value there was minus 1, we would subtract minus 1 squared. If it was 0.5, we'd subtract 0.5 squared, or whatever value we put in there, we're going to subtract that squared. And then we just tag the minus 8 on the end because that's what we want in our equation. So that's basically the completing the square part done. Let's just tidy it up a little bit. So we've got our x plus 2 all squared. 2 squared is 4, take away 4, take away 8 is take away 12, and that equals 0. Now to solve this equation from here, we need to just take the 12 to the other side to get plus 12. We need to do a square root of both sides, and when we do a square root of both sides, we need to take both the positive and the negative value, because there's two solutions to the square root of 12. And then we need to subtract 2 from both sides to get the x on its own. Now we just need to tie this up a little bit. It's got 2 root 3, a little bit of surd work there. If you type that into a calculator, it would tell you it was 2 root 3. But if you're not sure, that's because 4 times 3 is 12, and then we just take out the 4 bit because the square root of 4 is 2, and that leaves us with the 3 in the square root. And there we have it. 4 marks.